We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Tonight, we've got a good matchup in store between the Chicago Cubs and the New York Mets. Ian Happ, the league's top home run hitter, will look to widen his lead atop that board next. Chris Bassitt, a righty from the state of Ohio, will do the pitching in this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks, and that doesn't add up to very good performances. So he's going to look to turn things around in this one here today.
And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. He's had a banner month as far as home run production is concerned. If he's able to keep up this pace, earning the league's home run title should be almost a foregone conclusion.
I would agree with that assumption. It's going to be a foregone conclusion. The way this guy looks at the box, he looks so hitterish, looking to do damage. I don't see how anyone catches him in the home run race.
First pitch, 7-11.
The 0-1 delivery.
1-1.
Started to chase there. They'll appeal it down to third, and no swing. It's ball 2. Popped him up. Vientos waits on it. And that's the first out of the inning.
Batting second.
With that, a look at the Cubbies' starting lineup. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
Well, Matt, I'm looking at the leadoff hitter. They're hoping to have some things turned around with him leading off. He hasn't looked like himself at all lately. You know, he's really struggled. I'm watching him drop his hands. You can see that his timing is off. He's really searching and trying to figure out why he's struggling so bad.
Into the box now, Christopher Morrow. 1 ball, no strikes the count. One out, nobody on. Down the third baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. Temperature at first pitch, there it is, 79 degrees as we get things started tonight. The 1-1.
That's in. Ball 2.
And there are the umpires working this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Patrick Johnson.
You know, D-Roll, Patty Johnson, decent strike zone, but isn't always super consistent. I think that's one of the things that irritates players and pitchers.
Yeah, you're going to see a few glares, not only from the offensive guys, but maybe the guy on the mound as well. He needs to be a little bit more consistent.
And that's into the gap and should be extra bases. The relay. And it's in time as he's out at third as the good relay gets him.
Oh, you hate to see guys run into outs, especially when it's because of an unnecessary risk. He had 2 all the way, and he clearly should have just been happy with that.
And that'll bring in Franmil Reyes. He's a long ball threat, of course, currently number 4 in the National League home run race.
You know, D-Roll, we're into the summer right now. This guy's power's been off the charts. Looks like he's going to be able to do this all season long.
I think he is, Dan, and the ball's going to start flying now. Weather's starting to warm up in certain parts of the country. We're getting into the late part of summer. You're going to see some epic home runs down the stretch.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Sinker. 1 ball, 1 strike. Swing and a miss, and it's a ball and 2 strikes here.
In my opinion, one of the toughest pitches in the game to square up. Just a heavy sinker with good downward action.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. But that'll be off the wall in right center. And he will pull into second with a 2-out double.
Man, at bats like this make every hitting coach happy. This is what they all preach. Stay inside the ball, stay behind the ball. You can see he lets this one travel deep, then just inside outs this thing off the right center field wall. That's some rare power there and a little bit scary to opposing pitchers.
Stepping in now, Alfonso Rivas. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. Easy take there on the sinker, well off the outside.
Now you can see he's working around this guy right here. Why not? First base is open. Walk wouldn't be the worst thing in this spot.
The 2-0 pitch. Just a tick behind for a strike. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one.
You would think in this situation, maybe with a base open, he'd just pitch around him and put him on first. But not with the guy in the on-deck circle. He's going to attack this hitter.
Out of the stretch, the 3-1 home. Think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike two.
You know he wants to end this inning right here on 3-2, but I don't think we'll see him lay one in on the next pitch there with a base open to work with.
Full count still. Ready with the payoff pitch. And great extension as he drives this one high in the air and deep the other way. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. Home run number 16 for him on the year as the Cubs are out in front now 2-0.
Loved a homer in the top of the first inning. Give your pitcher a chance to kind of regroup and gather himself with an early lead.
That is it. The right fielder.
In now, Nelson Velasquez. As he'll look at a fastball too high for ball one. The numbers coming in, 278 the average. 5 homers, 9 driven in. Hit sharply on the ground. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
At the plate, Patrick Wisdom. As he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. He comes in with that average down in the 240s. 22 home runs and 54 runs batted in. Throw over to the bag, and he has to dive, but he's back in easily. He's ready. Here's the 0-1.
Down 0-2. Maybe simplify the game plan right here. Get on the heater, even though he has 5 weapons to go to.
Here's a look over to first, and he'll get back in standing. The 0-2 delivery. Slider. Ooh, thought he had him, but it's 1-2. Well outside with the curveball for a ball.
Looks like this guy's afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. Gave up that home run earlier in the inning. Needs to get back to being aggressive.
Throw over to first, and he'll dive back in safely. He's set. Here's the 2-2. And a sinker there. Swung on and missed for out number 3. Two for the Cubs in the inning on the strength of this two-run home run. Bottom of the first coming up. It's now 2-0 Chicago. Alzolay is the man towing the rubber for the Cubs in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, this guy's done a real good job on the year keeping the opponent's batting average down. Both righties and lefties coming into this one hitting under 250 against this guy. He's been good all season long.
Jeff McNeil will be the next to take a turn. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The second baseman, number 1.
And now pitch on the way. Pulled toward right center field. Velasquez moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number 1.
Batting second.
With a moment here in Flushing Meadows, let's meet the Mets. Mark, what's your take on him against one of the best starters in the game?
Yeah, Matty, every person that bought a ticket tonight came to see one thing, and that's the guy on the mound. But I'll tell you what, from an offensive standpoint, this is what you live for. Who's going to make the adjustments offensively to put quality at bats against this guy? Do they have to get him early? Can someone work themselves into a big count to drive a ball in the gap late? I am so fired up to see this offense take on this monster.
Well, guys, as we look at the Cubs coming into play here tonight, despite the loss last time out, they enter this one in good shape, winners in 7 of their last 10.
Yeah, Matty V, what we're seeing there is a team, D-Row. They're starting to put the gas pedal down right now. They're starting to get some length in this division.
Yeah, this team's playing well. They're playing with confidence. You can tell guys are walking to the plate with a swagger. Their pitchers are taking them out and executing pitches down and away. This is a good ball club.
Down and away, it's a ball and 2 strikes. Now a fastball awfully close, but he doesn't get the call. It's 2-2 now. Pitch on the way. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Great spot on that 2-2 fastball. You can't place it on the inside corner any better than that. And as a hitter, there's just not a whole lot you can do with that unless you're looking for it and time it just right. Love seeing a guy that can work the inside with his fastball.
So here's Francisco Lindor now, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He enters play with 14 home runs to his credit this year. Chased a low ball there, and he's quickly down in the count 0-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And strike 3 called as he says, "You got to be kidding me," with the side retired. Mets go down 1-2-3. They trail things here 2-0. At the plate, Michael Hermosillo. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Here it comes. And that one swung on and missed 0-1. Here it comes.
Ball.
And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first out.
Batting eighth.
Here's the catcher, Yan Gomes. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And this is sliced foul into the stands in right, out of play.
He was absolutely all over that fastball. Have to find a way to keep that fair.
The 0-1 on its way. And no swing, apparently. Ball one. Gomes, only one of a handful of pro ball players from Brazil. He was taken in the 10th round back in the 2009 MLB draft.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
Three and one to Yan Gomes.
That's where he wants that sinker to end up, but that was a nice job of laying off.
Bases are empty, one man out. And the count will be full. The 3-2 pitch. He loses him on ball four.
Man, when you don't get a call on a pitch that good, you have to wonder if maybe it's personal. You can't blame him for being angry, but he's got to find a way to move on and focus on the next batter.
So here now's the pitcher, Alzolay. He could be bunting here in order to stay out of the double play. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And they'll try and play for one here as he gets this one down. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. Only play to the pitcher covering, and the runner moves into second on the play.
The batter number 8, second baseman, Ian Happ.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Ian Happ. And if he continues to hit him over the fence down the stretch at this current pace, he could see himself with over 60 home runs by the end of the year.
And he's probably going to be the home run champ if he does that. Anything north of 60, you're getting into rarefied air. This guy has been a beast all season long.
A ball and no strikes. One ball and one strike to the Cubs leadoff batter.
Even though it's early on in this one, anytime you get runners in scoring position, you'd like to knock them in.
A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Gomes at second with two down. Checked his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire. Ball two. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time.
Now on 3-2 as a pitcher, you've got to go with the pitch that you feel most comfortable throwing with.
Working for the punch out and the offering. And that misses, ball four. So it's first and second now with two out.
Yeah, the pitching coach would hate to go to the bullpen this early in the game, but sometimes you have no choice. On the flip side, he might just get in his face a little bit out there, try to challenge him, wake him up from his funk. Either way, we'll see how it works.
Settling in now, Christopher Morrow. Twos all over the place. Two on, two out, and of course, here in inning number two. First pitch on its way. Grounded back up the middle, and that's through into center field. Base hit. He'll come home with it. But the throw is well up the line, and he scores easily. And now he'll get into scoring position with two away.
Now batting, the first baseman, Reyes.
Into the box, Franmil Reyes. As the first pitch sinker misses to him, it's ball one.
Even though we're still in the early going, I think this game's at a tipping point right now. They've got a chance to put this game out of reach, but if they can't score anymore here, the other guys feel like the door's still open.
On to first, and that'll do it as they manage to not let this inning get out of hand. Only one in the inning for the Cubs. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. It's the Cubs 3 and the Mets nothing. So here's Pete Alonso. He's set to lead off the home half of the second.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Well, with the power bat up at the plate, the manager wisely signals his outfielders to back off. Don't want anything over their heads here. Sinkers in there, no balls and a strike.
Love the early lead, but this game is far from over. Got to stay on top of what you're trying to do out there and execute pitches.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1.
Nope.
Good waste pitch, 1-2.
Well, tried to throw a high fastball right by him there. Didn't work, but now we'll see if that sets up some different options. Wouldn't be surprised to see a good slider down and away right here.
Hot shot towards the hole, but this is yanked down out there at shortstop for the first out.
Batting fifth, the catcher.
So here's how the Chicago Cubs are positioned defensively. And let's take a look at Yan Gomes, catcher. Calls a really good game. Pitchers seem to love throwing to this guy. And don't get it twisted, he can run into a 3-run homer as well.
And now it appears the outfield will shift and assume a more straight up alignment. At the plate now, James McCann, as he'll take a look at ball one. Comes into his first at bat at 283. 16 homers to go along with 52 RBIs. The 1-0.
If you've been paying attention, the guy on the mound does not want to come inside. If I'm at the plate, I'm leaning out over.
Hit out towards second. Happ scoops it up, and that's the second out.
Batting fifth, the center fielder, Tyler Naquin.
And next will be the versatile Tyler Naquin. It was a 3-hit effort from him last night, so he was a big part of that victory. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Didn't get on top of the sinker at all. If that's what it was trying to be, it stayed high. That one's going to find the seats. Strike one. Even at a ball and a strike. Here's the pitch. A ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2. Hit back up the middle. And that'll go as the Mets' first hit of the ball game. The relay. The tag, and they'll get him at second. And with that, the side is retired. Down in order go the Mets. Still down 3-0. Welcome back. Here's Heidi Watney with a report as we get set for the top of the third. Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cubs to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. They've been able to push across 3 runs to this point, but they've also made the opposition work extremely hard. He's thrown a lot of pitches, and they think they're going to have a good opportunity to push across a lot more runs as he tires or as they get into that bullpen.
All right, thanks, Heidi.
Leading off for the Cubs, the lefty.
Ready to take his hacks again, Alfonso Rivas, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And this is hit hard to the right side. Foul.
Man, the batter's eyes lit up right there. A hanger just a little bit out in front. Couldn't keep it fair.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch. And a check swing here, but he pretty clearly broke the plane, and it's 0-2 now. Yanked high and deep down the line in right. And it's a foul ball. Fouled away.
Hey, that fastball caught too much of the plate on an 0-2 count.
Again, another foul ball. And he'll just waste one there, 1-2.
Hey, textbook waste pitch right there. Does he go elevated fastball again or something slow below the zone?
And that one misses badly. It's ball 2. And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
What I like about that strikeout, guys, is that he came back with a fastball on 2-2. He was ahead in the count 0-2 earlier, but instead of continuing to nibble a little bit, he decided to get aggressive again and to challenge with his hard stuff.
So now to the plate, Nelson Velasquez, as he'll chase one up around the letters here for strike 1. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control, 0-2.
This hitter right now looks overmatched with a fastball. I think you go right back to it.
And he fouls this one off. 1 out, nobody on. Pitch is popped up. Alonso in foul ground, but this will land untouched. Another 0-2 home. And that's off his leg on the mound. Safe at first. A good effort to recover there, and he almost made the play, but that's a base hit. And with that play over now, time to check and see if our man is all right. You can really see him favoring that leg, and that is his plant leg, which is always a concern, but from the way he's acting out there, I think it looks like he's going to be okay to try and continue. Into the box now, Patrick Wisdom, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Before the 0-1, he'll check on first. And a dive, but he's back in there. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. Runner's going. Pitch outside. The throw is not going to get him as he swipes second.
Well, this pitcher's out there just trying to get hitters out, and he's having a hard time doing that. So as a base runner, that's a good time to try to steal some bases. He's probably not as focused on controlling the running game as he should be.
In the dirt here, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch hit hard to third. And just past his outstretched glove into left, a base hit. And the runner from second will stay put at third, so they're runners at the corners now with one away.
Man, I thought this at-bat was over. Down 0-2. He's able to work himself back into a hitter's count 2-2, and he's able to find the knockout there.
In now, Michael Hermosillo. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. And they're runners at the corners now. A 2-ball, no strike count to the Cubs center fielder.
Hey, time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
Runners are at the corners with one man out. And here's a ball in the air now, carrying a bit out toward right center. And that is down for extra bases, as this will get one home and maybe two.
He had two men on base, and he delivers a clutch one-out double to bring one home and leave the other 90 feet away. That's what you want from everyone in your lineup, that clutch gene to deliver when it matters.
Stepping in now, Yan Gomes. And it's fouled away. He comes in with that average down in the 240s. 6 home runs and 23 driven in. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2.
Well, this is starting to feel like a make or break moment in this game. When you're playing a first place team, you can't expect to fall way behind early in the game and then mount a comeback.
Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
Now back.
Ready now, Adbert Alzolay. And a chance now to increase his lead if he can deliver something here with 2 gone. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Now the 1-0.
Hey, I don't mind that batter taking that strike right there. He's walked a couple people early in this game. Got to find out if he can find the zone. If he wants to walk them all in, we'll take it.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Outside, 2-1.
We're starting to see a lot more balls from him now, and that's a direct result of him getting hit around pretty good. He's trying to do something different, and it's resulting in him not tacking the strike zone anymore.
Alonso in foul ground, and they'll avoid the big inning as he makes the catch, so just the 1 run scores here in the frame. Cubs pick up a run on the RBI double. We played 2.5. It's now 4-0 Chicago. Leading off the inning, Darren Ruff, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. This is on the ground over to first, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Batting it, the third baseman, Mark Vientos.
So digging in now, Mark Vientos. First shot for him here. 2 hits in 5 trips a night ago. The pitch. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. Shoots this one over to first. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Well, if you're going to bobble a ball, you have to hope it's when a guy is lumbering down the base pass. He's no speedster, so that was a good job to stay calm and make the recovery throw.
Stepping into the box, Bassitt. First offering on its way.
1-0.
Low and away as he misses again. 2-0.
My bet is he's getting the take sign now on 2-0. If he's having a hard time throwing strikes to the pitcher, you might as well let him work himself into trouble.
In there, 2-2. Tried to bury one down and away, but it's a full count now. 3-2. Now the payoff pitch home. He is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Mets go down 1-2-3. They trail here 4-0. Ready once again, Ian Happ. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
The second baseman, Ian Happ.
The pitch. High and tight here to begin the inning. It's ball 1. In tight with the sinker. Ball 2. Hit hard to the right side. Foul.
Well, it's been a rough one so far. 4 runs through 3 innings. It's about time to get that pitch count down, or he won't be out here very long.
Drilled to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Now batting.
Opportunity now to look at some of the future plans for this Mets organization as our Road to the Show report spotlights a couple of guys that have been playing very well in recent action. Into the box, Christopher Morrow. As the first pitch sinker misses to him, it's ball 1. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. The 1-0 is taken for ball 2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Three and 0 now. And the pitch. Fouled off. The 3-2 pitch. Is at the knees and called strike 3.
Not too often you see an at-bat go from 3-0 to a strikeout, so that's a pretty good job on the mound right there. Kind of nice that he got a free strike on the 3-0 take, but he still had to put it in the zone.
At the plate now, Franmil Reyes. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. Now the 1-0. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. 4 runs, 8 hits, no errors so far for the Cubbies. A ball and 2 strikes the count now with the bases empty and 2 away.
Great job by the pitcher right there, changing eye levels. We all know he's a sinker ball pitcher, but if he could throw some 4-seamers up in the zone like that, it could work for him.
2-2 the count. Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Got him swinging in the dirt. And the throw to first ends the inning. Nothing across here this half. Ready to go in the bottom of the fourth. And that'll bring in Jeff McNeil. Too low, 1-0. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. Now the 2-0. Line drive to left. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So that puts the leadoff man aboard to get the inning underway.
Now battle.
Count leverage right there, sitting dead red fastball, and he didn't miss it. Nice swing right there, driving it into the outfield for a knock.
No balls and 1 strike. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. Line to the right side, but a foul ball. Ready with the 0-2. On the ground to second base. This could be 2. 1 there. On to first. A double play.
It's hard to do anything with a pitch like that that's below the zone. And if you do anything with it, most of the time, this will be the result. A double play on a good pitch down in the zone.
And that'll bring in the switch hitting Francisco Lindor. No one on base for him after the double play.
Yeah, Matt, that 2-ball really changed the complexion of this inning. It looked like the middle of the order was going to have a chance to get a big hit with some ducks on the pond. But now they just have to try and get a 2-out rally started.
This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Happ picks it up. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Carlos Carrasco is into the ball game now as he'll make his 5th appearance of the season here.
Number 59. Carlos.
New inning set to get underway, and next it'll be the outfielder Alfonso Rivas.
Leading off for the Cubs, the left fielder Alfonso Rivas.
Here's the first pitch to him, and he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1. Fouled away. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Pulled the fastball down a little too much there. That's ball 1. And he fouls this one off. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. Now at the plate, Nelson Velasquez. No career numbers to talk about for this matchup. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Carrasco, a former member of the Cleveland Indians. He was acquired via trade last year.
I know he'd tell you he'd like to be playing a little bit better, but I think it's as advertised for this ball club right now. I think the manager is getting exactly what they expected.
The 0-2 pitch.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Down.
He wasn't even close to swinging right there. That was a stone cold take.
One out, nobody on. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Strike 3 on a pitch in the dirt. McCann gathers, and the throw is made to record the second out of the inning. Digging in and looking for more, Patrick Wisdom. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Now here it comes. Up and in there with the first pitch fastball. It's ball 1.
Wouldn't mind the pitcher expanding the zone a little bit more and using his aggressiveness against him.
The 1-0 delivery. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now.
Big sweeping breaking ball right there. Good pitch. But if he wants to get him to swing at it, he'll have to bring it in a little bit closer to the strike zone.
Two balls and a strike to count. 2 out, nobody on. Now the slider gets the call in the bottom part of the zone.
That's 3 straight sliders in a row. I'd be shocked. I would be shocked if he went to that well a 4th time. I'd be looking here.
Tried to bury one down and away, but it's a full count now. 3-2. Good swing just a little early, and he'll see another payoff pitch. The next 3-2. And he looks at one that misses, and that's an excellent job of making his man throw a lot of pitches as he toughs out a walk.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
He's set, and the pitch. A runner on first with 2 away. One and one. Has a look, now the pitch. And it's 1-2.
I'll tell you, if I'm pitching right now, I'm not throwing anything near the strike zone until these guys prove they can lay off it. They're just being...
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Cubs strand 1. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Mets manager to discuss his thoughts on his club's offense so far. And flat out, he told me they just need to put better swings on the ball right now. He said they're searching for ways to drive the ball with some authority because it's just not happening for them today. They haven't gotten an extra base hit yet, so it's been a real struggle getting guys into scoring position. But the key, he said, is not to panic. Sometimes you just have to fight through the downturns and keep your focus and energy high.
Okay, thank you, Heidi.
The first baseman, Pete Alonso.
First pitch of the at-bat. Hard ground ball to third. And there's one down now.
The catcher, number 33, James McCann.
Striding into the box, James McCann comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. First pitch on its way.
Yeah.
One and one.
The 1-1.
Nope, outside.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
If I'm in the box right now, I'm coming unglued. He is going to throw something over the heart of the plate.
And that's outside. He lost him, ball 4. So a runner at first with one man gone. And into bat next, it'll be Tyler Naquin. And a sinker misses here. No, a called strike. I take that back. Runners on first with one down. And this one's in the dirt. Good job keeping it close as the count goes to 1-1. From the belt, kicks and deals. Now a fastball gets the upper part of the zone for strike 2.
Can't come out of his game plan right here. He knows he's a known sinker baller. I know it was a 4-seamer right there, but get back to that 2-seam. It's what his MO is.
Hit hard to the right, but foul. Runner at first here, one man out. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
Well, this has been a completely different performance from the offense that we saw yesterday. They were looking like the 27 Yankees 24 hours ago, but they've been held in check so far in this one. That's kind of how baseball goes, though.
At the plate, Darren Ruff. He'll swing and lift a ball foul off to the left and out of play. Ruff, the former San Francisco Giant, he signed as a free agent with this organization earlier in the season.
Yeah, he didn't have an opportunity to really get acclimated to this ball club. Showing up during the season is not always easy, opening the doors to a big league clubhouse and trying to get to know your teammates. The best way to get to know them is to go out and produce.
And this will get all the way to the wall now. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double.
Everyone knows that this guy's numbers are not where he wants them to be so far this year, but you never know by that swing. He looked fluid and confident, driving that pitch for a double. We'll see if that gets him going a bit.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Lifted in the air out to right. Right fielder giving chase. He's got it, and they get out of the jam unscathed. 2 left for the Mets. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. Top half of the 6th about to get started, and that means the catcher Yan Gomes bats next. Here's the first pitch to him. Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike.
I'm going to need to see a better game plan out of the hitter right here. That ball was at his eyes.
A bouncer up the middle. Scooped up. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th. Digging in once again, Alzolay getting to hit for himself here, largely due to the big cushion he's got to work with. First pitch of the at-bat, and it's fouled away. 1 out, nobody on. Started to go around there, but he holds up, ball 1.
They say the toughest pitch in baseball is a located fastball. I disagree. That nasty slider is tough to hold up on.
Cubs pitcher at the plate, trailing with a 1-2 count. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
You certainly know he's not trying to work around the pitcher, but sometimes the hardest thing to do is to throw a strike to a guy that you know won't swing the bat.
This is line to left, and the pitcher's got himself a base hit.
Hey, I've been impressed with this guy. Not only has he thrown the ball well, but now he's mixing in a base hit late in the game, giving his manager options. Whether or not he wants to pinch run, keep him in there, go to the relief. I mean, he's opened up a whole weaponry box for the manager.
Into the box now, Ian Happ. And he's a bit tardy there on the first pitch fastball. It's 0-1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. The 0-1 pitch. And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. And this one is gone. A home run. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field, so a milestone here. And even 50 home runs on the year now. As they pile on, it's now 6-0.
Oh, man, it's so rare to see a guy put up 50 dingers in a season, especially in recent years. Well, he just did. It's been incredible to watch. What a season.
Now batting, number 5.
Standing in now, Christopher Morrow. As he'll get caught chasing a bad one there, it's strike 1. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
You know he's probably cheating on that inside pitch after he got jammed earlier. If you're on the mound right now, you want to try to hit that outside corner, and there's a pretty good chance you'll get him to roll over something.
But pretty much right at the left fielder as he takes it in for the second out.
The batter, the first baseman.
2 away now for the Cubs in the 6th. And digging in now, Franmil Reyes. From the stretch. He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. Here's a fastball low, and he's behind 2-0.
When you're down 6 on the mound, you got to at least throw strikes here.
The 2-0. Ripped on the ground to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 2 for the Cubs in the inning on the strength of this 2-run home run. Through 5.5, it's the Cubs 6 and the Mets nothing. Luis Guillorme is going to come off the bench as he'll be asked to lead off the bottom of inning number 6.
Luis Guillorme.
And he gets ahead 0-1. He'll come into this one with an average way down at 235. 2 home runs and 6 RBIs. Line towards center field. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So the leadoff man reaches in their half of the 6th.
Now batting, number 1.
So here's Jeff McNeil. In the dirt here. And no advance. It's ball 1. Nobody out, runner on first. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
All you want is the leadoff man to get on to start a big inning, maybe get a big rally going to claw your way back into this ball game.
Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Rivas comes on and makes the catch in shallow left for out number 1.
Now batting.
So now it's Mark Canha. 0 for 2 for him to this point. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. The 1-0 home misses for the second ball. Runners on first with 1 down. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. Francisco Lindor waits on deck. 3-1 to the Mets left fielder. Smokes this one into deep center field. A ball that's carrying. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
Now batting, the shortstop, Francisco.
At the plate, Francisco Lindor. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far.
Matty, he checks every box. Charisma, smile, hits from both sides of the plate with pop, defense, you name it. GM's dream right here.
Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball. One is a cutter that misses 2-1.
Man, this guy's had their number all game long. Up, down, in and out. He's pitching very well.
Hot shot down the line. 2 out with the man at first. Full count. 3-2.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
In the air to right center and carrying well. Way back there now. And gone. Home run.
Yeah, and it's always important to scratch that first run across when you're getting shut out. But now they're within 1 grand slam of tying it up. Might seem improbable, but hey, psychologically it matters.
Alonso.
Up next, the power bat of Pete Alonso. And it's grounded just foul down the line. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Got him to go after that one, and he's in a quick hole, 0-2. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Good pitch right there with the bases empty. Why not take a shot? Throw that breaking ball in the dirt and see if he'll chase after it.
The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Rivas will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Some more. Trevor Williams is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 29.
7th inning ready to roll, and coming forward the rookie outfielder Alfonso Rivas. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Really pulled that one across as the slider misses well inside. Action in the Mets bullpen now. It's both a lefty and a right-hander that start to throw. There's a breaking ball, but it's laid off and doesn't find the zone.
2 tough sliders right there, but he was able to lay off him. Might have bought himself a fastball in this situation.
That one's more like it, he says. Back to 2-1 now.
He's gotten a favorable call or 2 at the plate in this at bat, so that take on 2-0 is probably a result of feeling like the umpires got a pretty tight zone. Didn't go his way that time, though.
And that falls in for a solid base hit, his 2nd of the night. So it's an inning opening single to kick off their half of the 7th.
Even though that pitcher was able to execute in off the plate, batter was able to keep his hands inside that baseball and drive it up the middle.
So now to the plate, Nelson Velasquez. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. And he will make the catch while ranging backward as he just put the glove up and hauled it in for the first out.
Now batting, number 6.
Ready for another shot now, Patrick Wisdom. It was a walk in his last trip. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Here's a hard hit ball to the left side that'll be taken in out there at short, as he'll hang on here to record the second out. The next Cub up, Michael Hermosillo. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, always frustrating to go down looking. Everybody does it, though.
And the throw is in time to get him to retire. Estrada comes on to pitch from the bullpen now in an unexpected move. He's their closer, so it's a surprise to see him here in the seventh. Standing in, James McCann. It was a walk in his last trip.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Hopped up. Reyes moving to his left, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
The center fielder, number 25, Tyler Naquin.
So here's Tyler Naquin. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. Here's the first pitch to him. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Fly ball right down the line in left. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting, the right fielder, Darren Ruff.
Stepping up now, Darren Ruff. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get maybe once in AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
Good change of speeds, but he lays off 2-1. Fouled off. Line toward right center. Velasquez is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Down in order go the Mets. They still trail here. It's 6-2. Ready to begin the 8th, and that'll bring in the veteran catcher, Yan Gomes. And now pitch on the way. On to the 8th now, as the first pitch is a fastball that's looked at for ball 1. He couldn't catch up with the gas that time.
Threw that fastball right by him. He had no chance to get the barrel of that one.
Swing and a miss on the sinker, and it's 1-2. Two and 2 to the Cubs catcher.
I got to count 2-2.
Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out.
Man, they've really had his number so far in this series. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone.
Esteban Quiroz will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 43, Esteban Quiroz.
And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1. Lays off the sinker here, a ball and a strike. The 1-1 home is looked at off the plate for a ball. Breaking ball called just a bit low.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
He's right there. On to first, and there were 2 down. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Ian Happ. As we mentioned earlier, he's in the race for the league's top home run spot. And with a 4-bagger on this day, he continues to add to his impressive power totals.
He just looks so confident at the plate. Knocks a donut off the bat every time on the on-deck circle and strides to the plate like he owns it. Wouldn't be shocked if he got into another one.
He's got it. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as the side is retired. Michael Rooker is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go, and that'll give way to the third baseman, Mark Vientos. First delivery to him on the way.
0-1.
The windup and the 0-1. Ball 1 as he lays off below the zone. Hit in the air to center field. Hermosillo is right there, 1 down. Eduardo Escobar will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning.
Eduardo Escobar.
High and deep down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And a fastball way off target here, and it's even at 1. And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. The 2-2.
You could pretty much book it that a fastball's coming. A challenge fastball right here. He cannot allow the 9-hole hitter to get on base with the top of the order looming.
And he lays off, ball 4. So he comes right off the bench and works the walk. Usually easier said than done.
Now batting.
So stepping in, Jeff McNeil. He flew out in his last at-bat. And a first pitch sinker is over for strike 1. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Hermosillo is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
Now batting.
Now at the plate, Mark Canha. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Strike swinging, timing a little off on that one.
The count doesn't mean much to this batter. He's all in. He's not concerned with striking out, so he's going to get his A swing off.
Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Mets leave 1. They still trail here. It's 6-2. Trevor May enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. Into the box now, Christopher Morrow. He's 2 for 4 in the ballgame. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Now the 2-0. Three balls and a strike to the Chicago leadoff hitter. Franmil Reyes is on deck. And that one is a called strike as he's rebounded to run it full now, 3-2. Now the payoff pitch home. Timing just a tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. Lifted into the air out towards center field. Naquin's going back. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
Now batting, the first baseman.
Standing in, Franmil Reyes. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. First offering on its way. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. 1-1 the count to the Cubs first baseman. And it looks now like a right-hander's begun to get loose in the Mets bullpen. The 1-1 takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2.
Looked like he was going to wait him out, see if he was going to come over the heart of the plate. Well, newsflash, he is, and this hitter's going to adjust his batting gloves, and he better be ready in the box.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. And there's ball 3 on a breaking ball that misses away. And a swing and a miss here, and the first 2 are dispatched to begin the 9th.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
0-1 the count. Here it comes.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
You know, I'm not sure he didn't throw that pitch out of the zone on purpose. They've been swinging at pretty much everything he throws, so why not give it a shot?
2-1. Three and 1 to the Cubs left fielder. Nelson Velasquez would be next. Now a slider here, but this will miss off the plate away, and it's ball 4.
Whoa, you know a pitcher is really fighting himself when he misses a zone by that much. I'm surprised the catcher could even bring that in.
First delivery to him on the way. Swung on, and this ball is absolutely crushed. Forget about it. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back.
Now batting.
To the plate now, Patrick Wisdom. Fouled away. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
very high 2-1. Now this one is blasted to left field, and there's no doubt about it. Back-to-back jacks. A solo shot here to left, number 23 for him thus far, as this is now a 7-run ball game. Seth Lugo comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. Stepping in now, Michael Hermosillo. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. Now the 1-0. And he takes a cold strike 1.
That's the exact spot to lean on as a reliever. As a hitter, you just have to tip your cap and look for the next one.
There's a foul ball off to the right side, and that'll move the count to 1-2. Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2.
That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
And there's strike 3, so we'll see now if they can manage to hold on. And that'll bring in the switch hitting Francisco Lindor, starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point, but these guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Now the 0-1.
Nope. 1-0. Two balls, 1 strike.
Hey, it looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
Great change up there in the dirt for the 3rd strike. The throw to first is in time, 1 down.
Well, you know you made a real nice pitch when you bounce it in the dirt and you still get the hitter to swing at it. That tells me that there's a lot of deception in that pitch right now.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Pete Alonso. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. Now a swing and a fly ball. And it's a foul ball. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
Hey, he's got excellent stuff working right now. Somebody has to make an adjustment. You're seeing a lot of late swings. No one's getting the front foot down. No one's getting the barrel to the baseball.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Pete Alonso goes quietly, and they've got only 1 out left. Manuel Rodriguez will make an appearance here as he is in charge of trying to ring up the final out of the ball game. At the plate now, James McCann. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Comes set, and the 0-1. Fastball just missed above the zone. Grounded back up the middle. He gets dirty, but he can't get there, and it's into center field.
Dan, I'll tell you, it doesn't matter what it looks like right there. That lawn dart felt so good.
Oh, Dero, this guy's been due. He really needed that one.
Tyler Naquin is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1. Has a look, now the pitch. Hit hard to third. Fielded cleanly. Throw on to second for the force, and the ball game is over.
Wow, they were banging on all cylinders from the leadoff man to the number 9 guy, the order. They absolutely cruised to a 7-run victory. If it were only always that easy, right?
A 9-2 finish at the end of this contest. The Cubbies get the win on the heels of 4 home runs. Alzolay notches his 3rd win of the year. Chris Bassitt was only able to work 4 innings as he takes the loss. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Here now is the final line score tonight. First for the victorious Chicago Cubs. 9 runs on 13 hits. No errors. They left 7 men on base. For the Mets, 2 runs, 6 hits. No errors. They left 4 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 22 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Citi Field, 41,922. The Mets thank you for your continued support and remind you to please get home safely.